The Sunflower State, the side of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will be first on the attack. Last time these two got together, Kansas got to wave the weed in jubilation and took the Sunflower Showdown in a classic.
That was big for them on the field, and David, it was big for them off the field too, because these two programs oftentimes are trying to recruit the same players in high school and through the portal. So Kansas winning that one was massive. We'll see what happens today.
And a lot of rock, chalk, Jayhawk. The Jayhawk fans were jacked up to win this rivalry. They're usually the underdog. They don't win it as much as the other side. So last year was a big statement for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Gonna sling it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a little space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage and down goes the quarterback, there are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the single back. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas, 0.
He'll return it.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Hauls it in. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pulls it in. It's Perry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Got it behind the line. It's Hutchinson at the 45 on his way. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Kansas State.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Breaks into the open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Firing to the right, complete. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw for it. Complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kansas.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Snagged in the middle. It's Hutchison. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete to the left, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Good right down the boulevard. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively. He has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kansas State quick to the line. Oh, better look out. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. They want to run this quarterback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. The offense coughs it up. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Perry. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Leaves it with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Isaac. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Direct snap. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Calls his own number. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And he's got the first down, designed quarterback run. If I'm this offense, I got to get first downs, obviously, but I got to keep putting that foot on the gas. I got to accelerate, got to pick up the tempo, do everything I can to maximize my possessions.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This time it's complete. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Isaac. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Kansas State.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And this will be for the win. It's good. A powerful kick. Never a doubt for